So learn a thing or two about playing defense, I imagine. Tonight, Joe Wolf and Bill Land. Dumar's on Wolf. And now they double him. And the Nuggets have turned it over. There is an aerial view of the Palace at Auburn Hills, and we're out in suburbia. Dennis Rodman off the inbound pass.
Rodman, Wolf, of course. Cook was the draft choice here in Detroit and signed instead to play overseas. And Terry Mills with a homecoming tonight.
Now, does James Edwards get an assist for that, Dan? How does that work? Other end. Michael misses.
Exactly shooting the lights out. The Pistons about 42%. The Nuggets 25%.
Jackson misses the finger roll. Thomas in transition, his backcourt mate, Joe Dumars. Colorado, their football team, the national champs in every other poll. 19-10. Detroit by 9. 4:36 to go, first quarter from the Palace. Johnson, Rodman, nearly walked with it and then kind of threw it up in the general direction of the hoop. But 31-27, and here's the full court pressure.
And Detroit can go through periods like this. If you saw the Christmas Day game, they shot just 20% the second half against the Bulls.
Lance Blanks will get plenty of floor time tonight if Vinnie Johnson also can't go, and Isaiah Thomas.
And when we walked in this building tonight, Drew, you got the feeling that everybody in the Detroit organization, from the fans to the players, were taking this game pretty lightly. Sometimes it's a little hard to switch that back on.
At the end of the game, Dan and I will be selecting the Budweiser player of the game. Rodman steals it and come down on white jerseys tonight on the offensive end, but Detroit is struggling hitting their shots. Rodman. Edwards flying in out of nowhere, misses the shot. And again, Rodman on the offensive glass. He has 12 points in the game. Jackson has 11. Two high men for the Nuggets. Rodman misses first opportunity. That'll be goaltending. Anthony Cook had his elbow
for 7.
59-56. Bedford liked it so much he puts up another one. Rodman, offensive rebound and a stick back. That's where he can really hurt you. Rodman now with 15 in the game. Shots off at the other end, and Rodman pulls down the defensive board. Point lead by Detroit. Jackson's free. That goes off and penetrates, and the short jumper won't go either. And Rodman with his...
Clear out for Aguirre.
Rodman cuts, falls away, and Dennis Rodman has a hot hand tonight. So Cook with a quiet 7 points in the ball game. Rodman ahead of everybody, lays it in. Thomas with a slight pull of the groin, played some in the first quarter, tried to come back. Thomas, Mark Aguirre, and Vinny
time. And they do that, Drew, by scoring points. So a lot of offensive-minded people.
But I don't know why you can even mention the Nuggets bench, because there's barely any bodies on it. Adams, it would have counted. He got it off before the 24-second buzzer. And Rodman brings it up court with Joe Wolf trying to pick him clean. And the crowd responds. What a 90-80. The Nuggets trying to creep back in it. Aguirre against Legler. Legler's got 5. Great cut on the back door, and Rodman 17. Well, that hasn't been the story. The story is what they've done on the glass, talking about Detroit. Rodman, pretty good touch. Dennis Rodman having a career night. 25 points, 21 rebounds, and he's the crowd favorite here at the Palace. Psychological number or barrier to overcome. Lambeer to Rodman. Great movement by the Pistons.
Detroit to take some of those tough shots, get the tempo up a little bit, they'll have an even better chance.
They can keep giving it to William Bedford on the fast break. The Nuggets will be okay. Mills is posting up Bedford. Walt's trying to get it to him. Now Walter has to kind of force it up. Gets his own rebound. Back up, rejected. Jackson gets them both. Rodman, good catch. Goes to the bucket and counts. Anthony Cook tries to take the basketball away and prevent. Bedford stays in, Lambier and Rodman. Down to 9. Nuggets need a couple of stops and a couple of buckets at the other end. Same looking play, and Rodman with 32 points. Jackson loses it. Legler gets it back and goes to the glass. Timmy Legler. Pretty good night for him. He had 14 points, and fitting that Dennis Rodman should have the last bucket. Career high 34 points and 23 rebounds, ties his career high. The Detroit Pistons 118, the Denver Nuggets 107. The Pistons improved to 20 and 11, and the Nuggets dropped to 6 and 24. But the Nuggets hung in there. They were down by 1.